Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hometown TCG. You guys know my name is Josh, but this guy below me, I think you remember him too.
Hey guys, I'm really happy to be back here. So this will be our first video together, kind of doing this
Doing the
apart.
remote thing.
So it's gonna be fun,
dude. It's
man.
gonna be so much fun,
Let's,
and we're getting back to the classics. We're doing Dev-astation reaction. With you moving out to California, man, we've been holding off on doing the Dev-astation series. We've been holding back.
Oh, man, I've been wanting to, guys. It's been a transition here. So people have been asking about this Dev-astation series when we're going to react to it. So we are back. Let's look at this. We're going to be doing the Prism v Chane here. So we've already looked at the Chane deck before, but we've never actually seen the
No,
Prism
we haven't.
deck.
And this is a popular matchup, guys. You're seeing this in like your road to nationals. I'm seeing it in mine. This is a really popular matchup, so I'm excited to see this. But does anything about this Prism deck stand out to you, like right off the bat, John?
Okay, so he doesn't really have any auras besides the Arclight Sentinel. So he's planning on playing this matchup. So it was probably, a sort of meta call. He looked at his opponents who he'd be playing, sees that he's probably not going to play like a Bravo Rhinar or something. So he just went all out aggro in this.
So this is the
also a card that he's playing.
This is the full list. Remember,
what do you got?
Remember, this is the full list, right? It's not the cut down. So this is this is for every matchup. So he made this call regardless of who he plays. So that's kind of bold. I'm with you. That's a bold move. You know what sticks out to me right away? Look at the bottom left of the screen right here. You got springboard somersaults in this deck. I mean, it satisfies a lot of things. It's a yellow. It's a cool defense reaction. That's kind of tech, dude. I'm into that. I like that.
Yeah. So the other thing I'm seeing is Phantasmaclasm, and I think that's a card that fell out of favor. But I remember, like, man, when that card was revealed, everyone was like, "This card's completely broken.
It's huge.
Like the best card I've ever seen." I mean, it's two cards for 9, and you get to filter out your opponent's hand.
It is pretty sick. It's the only thing is in today's meta, it's got no hit effect, and I feel like Chane and all these decks are trying to hide behind like when to break the husk, and a lot of these decks are just like, take 9. So it'll be interesting to see like how that plays out.
Yeah, so it's got that, and the yellow pitch into the 3 costs can be awkward at times. But I'm excited to see how it goes.
I'm pumped. So it looks like Luminaris. We do have obviously Dreamweavers and Phantasmal. He's running Findel Spring Tunic. So if you notice, I'm not seeing, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not seeing the Tome of Divinity package we talk about in Prism in here. So no Tome of Divinity package, no Vestige, run in Spring Tunic.
One more. Look to the right. We got the Tome of Findal in here.
Oh, no.
So we got that with the Mage Master Boots combo.
Is it?
Package.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Where? Okay.
All right. So this will be cool to see what he's pulling out. He'll probably run that if he knows his opponent isn't running 6s and he doesn't have to worry about that.
Which this matchup. All right. So let's get into it. Let's not wait too much longer because now I'm overly hyped. This is all the things we didn't think this deck would be. So let's get into this game. Yeah. Oh, dude, the playmats.
We know this game will be pretty quick.
Guys, perfect time to talk about patreon.com/HometownTCG and sub into this channel because look at the Prism playmat. Oh, hold on. I got it here at the desk. Guys, we are giving this away.
See it.
As well as a ton of copies of Herald of Protection to our subscribers and to our patrons. Make sure you're following the channel, you're subscribed, you're checking out our Patreon or Discord to know when that's coming. Dude, how sick is it that playmat is in this video right now?
Dude, yeah, I love it. That card, that man is sick.
The colors, man, in person are so vibrant. It's so cool.
Heralds are so good. I don't know. I was thinking the Herald of Triumph was my favorite, but this might be
a new favorite. I was building a deck earlier, and I have set up the playmat sitting right on the desk. So we are all over this. All right, so we're laying out equipment. We're assuming, okay, any null room here.
So I believe that Chane, Jason won the die roll.
Okay. We assume he elects to go first. Right? That's the assumption here?
I think.
Or does he go second?
I think he's going second.
Because they have copies of each other's deck lists, correct? Okay, so knowing that this Prism build wants to be the aggressor, right? It doesn't have a bunch of auras. It's all heralds. It's all smack. Are you thinking, okay, I want to take you off the aggression? I'm going second just so you...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's not gonna be able to set up his auras first turn or anything like that. You're just like, okay, we're gonna aggro v aggro race.
Are we seeing null rune here? Real quick before he flips it over, yes or no?
Yeah. He had a null rune. I know, but is he so I think he's gonna use it here. Oh, well, we'll see.
That's the question.
I mean, maybe it's just for Viscera. No, it's
running the null rune hoodie. He is running with it. Okay, so we think the Prism player would be going first here. Let's find out. It looks like Jason's going first on Chane, just by the way he's handling his cards.
Yeah, probably. What's interesting also is the Goliath gauntlets here. Oh, he knows he doesn't run Command and Conquer. Oh, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Good call. Good call.
And no ninth blade or anything.
No ninth blade, nothing. For a second, it looks like Jason was tempted to start off just like gas pedal, just like play Shadow Versa. You're like, whoa, easy, bro. Set up a little bit here, Jason, my man. He does have that Seeping Shadows. There's a lot of good pitch stuff here to come back around in the late game if you think it's going to go late.
Yeah, I think I would try. All right, so sometimes first turn, I like to keep a blue in my hand just so I make sure I have one on my second turn. And I won't play a blue out like he just did. But there are so many blues, you have a good chance. But that's my thought process.
I like it, and I'm kind of with you. I like to try to keep two things, some kind of gas in arsenal or something useful, and some kind of blue. But if I don't go with that line, I'm just pitching a lot. I'm thinking, okay, this is the first stuff I'm going to see if the game goes long. Can I pitch any good value? And I think Shadow of Ursa in the late game, when everything becomes a block, right? Your opponent's at 2 or 1, and they have to use resources to block everything. Shadow of Ursa is valuable. I would have liked to see that pitched.
Yeah.
But who am I to question the master?
Just allows you to go wider.
Who am I to question the master here? Right? So
that is what's cool about Chane. There are just so many lines of play that you can do.
Okay, so he banished Bounding Demigod. He gave the Shadow of Ursa go again. I would have liked to see make the Soul Shackle, right? Then Nebula Blade for nothing. And then even if they take that and you make that Rune Chant, you could still pitch that same blue to make second Rune Chant on the turn and pass. I just like Shadow of Ursa still in the deck. And he looks like he's drawn into another one, so I'm just wrong.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He wanted to make sure he had something from the banished zone.
Okay, so Wartune Herald...
did he... Oh, he pitched his Seeping Shadows. I was going to say maybe he kept his Seeping Shadows, too.
Blue Wartune Herald hits, goes into Soul. Jason just takes 5. He just face tanks and says, put it in your Soul, dude. Bring it on.
Yeah, I think that's how you play it. You just let everything come through. You're only blocking the impactful hit effects in this game on either side.
Herald of Judgment and Herald of Erudition. But without the tome, package, Herald of Erudition is powerful, but it's not draw 5 cards anymore.
I mean, draw 2 still.
Okay, hold on. So he's Soul Shackled, and he uses one of my favorite cards now, Tome of Torment. I'm all aboard the Tome train, dude. And he does that, and he does have Art of War in hand. This is going to be
good. He's going to be able to set this up to go wide. Man.
Oh, okay. So that's pitch what? Is that red bounding or yellow bounding? It looks like yellow bounding. Oh, and he banishes another bounding. Does he have a non-attack action? He doesn't have a non-attack action in his hand. I don't think. Oh, no. He played Tome of Torment already this turn. That's right.
Tome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it still sitting out there.
Okay, he got some
he does have some stuff. It looks like he picked +1 here, doesn't it?
Oh, he's going to banish the Riftbind. Oh, he picked +1. I was thinking go again with the...
I mean, he does. I know he's got a Mauvrin and a Shadow of Ursa in hand, so maybe he's thinking, I got enough go again, right? I can slap the Mauvrin on one of these boundings. Oh, the double Sonata Arcanix into blue Riftbind. Ugh. He is behind by 10 here.
It's quite a bit. I think it's only a blue Riftbind.
That's what I'm saying.
Not super. Is it blue or yellow? I can't tell.
It's blue. It's a blue Riftbind, and I know firsthand, banishing blue Riftbinds in a spot like this is not what you're looking for, bro. It is not the move. Okay. So he's playing this, and he's going to banish another Riftbind, it looks like. So he's going to play Shadow of Ursa, banish another Riftbind. I would have liked to see go again there on the Art of War. Because you could just naked bounding.
Yeah, just because you know you're going to be able to do like 4 attacks, maybe 5.
Yeah. All right, so he's throwing Rune Chant and Shadow Verser for 2 and 1. I mean, if I'm the Prism player, there's not a lot of go again in this hand, right? Aren't you taking damage?
Yeah, you're in a decent spot. I think you're in an
amazing spot here. You might even be able to force a Husk next turn. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's going Arclight.
I don't know. I mean, Arclighting an Art of War turn seems fine, right?
Yeah. So he blocked it and did Arclight. He already has the Arsenal card anyway, so it's fine.
He takes 3 blood debt.
I mean, that's pretty, and then takes 3 blood debt.
That's a 1-point swing in the defense direction. No, but it's a 1-point swing in the defender's direction, which is good. It was a 10 life difference. Now at the end of that turn, it's an 11 life difference.
Okay, so he did get that, but he got an additional Soul Shackle. So I don't know. It's an Art of War turn.
He got an additional Soul Shackle, but now Carol draws up and doesn't do anything either. Like that's the bad part of that.
Dude, this hand is sick. He's got just a ton of non-attack actions. Come on.
Oh no, the Sonata whiff.
That's all right. He's got another Sonata coming.
I played Sonata myself at the Armory event, and I whiffed, and my opponent goes, "How many times you whiffed?" And I go, "First time." First time.
Dude, whenever I've played that card, I've been really lucky with it, but it's like I feel like I can hit it 75-80% of the time, which is pretty good, but on the whiffs...
Well, he gets a blue Riftbind here, which is pitch, right? So he does pick up some pitch. He's played 2 non-attack actions. He knows his opponent's not playing Snag. But he knows he's playing Arclight Sentinel, so you really don't want to set up for this...
Does he have another one, though, really?
I mean... Oh, okay. Gorganian Tome, of which I just picked up a foil copy. I'm super happy about that.
Dude, he's got
a Seeping Shadows in hand.
What is that? Seeping Shadows.
A Seeds of Agony, a Seeping Shadows, and a Riftbind. It looks like another blue Riftbind. So the deck's given him 2 blue Riftbinds so far.
Man, he can... I mean, this could be a triple Riftbind turn.
Could be. Yeah.
Easy.
There's Seeds. The problem is you don't have the pitch for that Seeping Shadows. Ooh! Okay. The Mauvern Skies is going to make one of these Riftbinds go off. Are you thinking, red first? Well, because hit make a Rune Chant too.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not bad.
That's why early Arclight Sentinel, I'm kind of against it. Because you stop the turn, but you don't do anything else. Like
Yeah, a 1-point swing just isn't enough when he's getting additional cards into his banish zone.
The value here is too insane. All right, so it looks like it did hit. He makes Rune Chant. He took all of that damage. Just hit me in the chin.
Eek.
My gosh.
Well, he is going to have his Tunic next turn.
Oh, and he ebb and folds too for Seeping Shadows. Wait.
Trying to...
I mean, I guess you have enough pitch because you have, what, 1? Well, you only have 1 floating.
He needs to draw into a blue. Oh, wait, he has he can do his chess piece.
Oh, he's got Aether Ironweave, that's right.
Yeah, this is his big turn.
You think so? Is he going to try to get off every... Is he going to try to get off every Riftbind? He's going to try to...
As long as he drew like a yellow or blue.
How about he can't have drawn a red?
If he drew into blue, Seeping Shadows is amazing.
But it only gives something the 0 cost go again, so he can only validly target the Bounding Demigod. Seeping Shadows yellow is 1 or less. Blue is 0 or less.
So he can go Bounding, Soul Shackle, Riftbind, Snapdragon, Riftbind.
With enough pitch. If he drew a blue. So it looks like... Did he make Shackle before this Riftbind? Oh, wait.
Nice.
All right, he's
doing the snappers.
Doing the Snapdragon. Why do the Snapdragon before make Soul Shackle there?
I don't know. It probably doesn't matter, but I would save it just in case, like he had an Arclight or something like that.
In case there's some weird trick you don't see coming. All right.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen, but just in case.
Oh my gosh! Riftbind again. And this Riftbind also has go again. He's leaving the Seeping Shadows in the Banish Zone at this point because Seeping Shadows and Bounding Demigod sitting there on top of each other, it's kind of a combo. It's kind of a combo. You gotta like that combo, guys. Okay, so that's a 3.
It's 1 card for 5. Go
turn.
Again.
Look, it's 27-13 out of nowhere. He played Arclight Sentinel. We're like, dude, it's a defensive point swing. Here we go. And then Chane just chains. Chane's just like, Bleh.
All right. So Carol has to have Erudition.
Oh no,
here, right?
He's got Art of War. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, he's gonna have to threaten some
Alexa,
damage.
play Oh no. Ugh. Oh, and another. He's all 3 Shadow Aversers have come up. He's got a Seeds in hand. He's got Art of War.
Is that
Herald of? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Herald of Judgment is okay. Okay.
So wait, is that a what card? What color did he pitch? He pitched a blue, so he's pummeling.
Maybe is he? He's got 1 floating. He's got to have a pummel here, right? That's 100% the line. Like, that's just it. There's no other line.
Yeah, it's just interesting why he would have kept all his cards. You know what I mean?
You guys can't hear it, but in the background, there's an Alexa in my house playing because I said that.
Because you said play out.
Okay, all right. What do you... Oh my, look at him. He's throwing it all in front. I think he's trying to read the pummel.
Yeah.
Which I think is the right call.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 over the 6.
Oh, why go
double
10?
Pummel?
If you have 1 pummel and it's red here. Okay.
So he was threatening it, but he pitches to go wide with the Spectra.
Yep, to go bonk.
Spectra Shield pitching the yellow. Okay.
Lays
down the energy potion.
What a flex! What a flex!
Okay, he baited out the hand.
1 second.
So
Alexa,
he was able to
playing.
do that.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's hilarious to me. Okay.
Dude, I was hoping that Jason was going to draw the Tome of Torment into the Banish Zone and be able to do that into Seeping, into Bounding, into Bounding.
No, that's...
like a 9 damage turn with
no cards.
Let's
say the chain tech where you play off a zero card hand. Oh, just nasty. Just nasty. But he did Tome of Torment here. Seeds.
Oh,
Shadow Puppetry? Oh, that's a combo too! This deck is just gas. Look at that play. Look at it. He just defended against a Herald of Judgment, and this is what he's cracking back with. Like, what? If he's got a blue... If he's got a blue, he can Soul Shackle Riftbind into Nebula Blade. If he's got a blue in hand. How stupid is that? After being blocked out. Oh no. Oh no. And that's without Husk. We think this matchup goes very poorly without, like, there's a chance it can go poorly without Husk, but still, no Husk, no problem.
Yeah. He just I mean, it did allow him to get some gas early on. He was able to do that big turn because of it.
Okay, so he blocks with... So he's trying to turn off the Shadow Puppetry trigger.
Yeah, so he'll block, 4 there, plus the Spectral Shield, no. So he's blocking.
Yeah, he's full blocking. And he should have, 1 floating, or is that a yellow over there? Is that a yellow Herald of Protection in the pitch zone? Or blue?
I guess it's only yellow.
It's gotta be. If he's only got one
foot. That's unfortunate.
If it's blue, he could make another Spectral Shield here, which is cool.
Yeah, which would be great.
It's something, right? Carol's got to be feeling behind the gun right now, because this Riftbind's coming in for, 4? Oh, no, it's red, 5.
Yeah, is it yellow? It's red, 5.
It's coming in for 5 here, and then he's going to... He did pitch the Art of War to do it, though.
Okay. Yeah, he's just trying to keep the pressure on to make sure he can't hit another Judgment or something impactful.
Exactly. He's trying to keep that pressure up. He doesn't want to be able to pummel a Herald of Judgment at this point in the game. That would be...
Yeah. Because normally, yeah, you'd want to save that Art of War.
Wow, look at this. He's going to get every resource, and the Prism's only at 7. I know you've seen 2 Art of Wars now, so you're feeling good about that. But still, can you block out from 7? Is that even possible? Because we're assuming here he's gonna draw 4 and pass. We're assuming that's.
Well, no, I think he misrepresented his die. I think it was a blue because he was able to create a Spectre Shield at the end of the turn.
Then he'll bonk.
So he's gonna do 1 damage.
He's gonna do 1 damage and pass. Which you're the Chane player just says yes, I will pay this tax. Oh, sure. Soul Reaping banished. Okay, what do we draw here? What do we got?
Okay. More
Riftbinds and a bounding.
Who knew?
A bounding Demigon. Little light on the non-attack actions here, it looks like. We do have a Seeds of Agony in hand, so we can turn things on, but it's not ideal. It is slightly suboptimal here. And at this point, as the Chane player, are you debating holding on to something in Arsenal just so you can have a bigger turn? Because I feel like you can still take 1 swing from Carol. So if you see him start to block out early on a turn, you holding something back just so you can guarantee that your foot doesn't come off the gas.
I mean, you have enough life lead, but I would like to at least threaten lethal on every turn to make him have to get rid of some stuff.
Right. Okay.
So if I can, if with 3 cards, I can push through 7.
I mean, look at this play here.
That's what I'm looking at.
Seeds of Agony, Seeping Shadows, Bounding Demigon for 5, just out of nowhere.
Not bad. And he's gonna get a double.
And he's got 5 and 1 Arcane coming through. 5 and 1 Arcane. As long as he held a yellow, as long as there is at least 1 yellow in there, he can Riftbind, or I guess if there's 2 reds, he could do that way. But like I said, I'd like to see something in the arsenal. Okay, so he took 2 from that bad boy. I think Carol's trying to either hold his hand, like to be able to do something. Carol's in for it, man. So this is a Riftbind for 4. Yeah. That's not that big of a deal. Riftbind for 4.
Yeah, I feel like he's hoping that he just gets terrible banishes or something on Jason and maybe hold a card to do a Judgment from Arsenal.
A Judgment from Arsenal. He's got Energy Potion and Goliath Gauntlet, right? So Judgment from Arsenal with Energy Potion and Goliath Gauntlet, not a bad plan. Not a bad plan. War-Tune Herald block. War-Tune Herald would have been cool to be able to do off the Tunic counter.
Yeah, not a bad play either.
Riftbind for what? 5 here? Oh, no. Is that Judgment? Oh, I think it's Tenacity.
No.
Okay, I was like, oh, no. Oh. So did he keep 1 in hand? He did keep 1 in hand.
Goliath?
Slap right now. All of the slaps. So just
Goliath.
Go ahead.
Pitch a blue into why can't I think what it's called? The big attack, the 9 damage.
Oh, Phantasmaclasm? The Chane just takes it. You take 11 because it's got no hit effect. You just go, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So okay, he didn't play. Does he have another Arclight Sentinel Arsenal? Do you think?
Maybe. But he Herald of Protection for what? Is that 8? And he just got blocked out. We see a Seeds here. We see a Tome. Not the greatest banishes in the world here. So maybe Carol's off the hook a little bit, but he did. Remember, the Chane player just blocked out, right? He blocked out an 8 damage attack, and now he might still have gas. Seeds of Agony. Soul Shackle. Go to 6. I don't know why he just didn't turn the dice over to 6. 4 and 1.
Wait.
I don't know why he went 5 and 1 dice. All right, here we go. Oh no. This is just because it's 4. Unless you've got Springboard Somersault in that arsenal, you're sitting on it. But even if you Arclight Sentinel here, I still don't think that's the move. Because the Chane player doesn't lose. pitches Arclight Sentinel to block 1, and I'm assuming another block for 3 is coming. Gotta turn off this hit effect. For sure. Yep. Okay. See? I told you. Keep something in the arsenal for a turn like this just to throw out there.
Yep. Now you got the Ghostly.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right. He's got no go again. No pitch remaining. Do you take 1 here? I mean, because what do you do? What are you throwing back that's impactful? What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what's in his arsenal.
You have to Herald of Erudition and draw into Herald of Judgment.
Yeah,
I don't know, but he's got no energy.
Is it the Erudition? Is it the Judgment? Is it the Arclight?
He's got no energy potion left anymore. We do have a Tunic counter. The Tunic counter doesn't really make Arclight any easier to cast. Because 6...
So I feel like that Arsenal card is not super impactful.
It's gotta, yeah.
Otherwise, he may have kept that
agreed.
card.
Oh, he's gonna start throwing these weird. This is where Chane really shines, right? He's gonna start throwing these weird, like 1 arcane and then 2 physical, and like just these goofy numbers that are super unfortunate to block.
And you have to pitch to block this, because if not, he's just gonna do grasp.
Yeah, and rip. Yeah.
And if you do, he's just not gonna do
exactly.
grasp.
That's you're in the point where it's a
horrible
you're
place.
In a tough spot. And see how he points like that. He goes to the point like, hey. Bing! 1 arcane coming your way.
Like, you're done.
1 arcane, bing! And the problem is you see the rip staring at you face up. But the problem with pitching a blue here, now the Chane player says, alright, I'm not doing any more arcane. I've got a 3 block out of your hand for nothing, for free right now.
Yeah, it's feeling like this is the last turn
It's
of the
sure
game.
feeling like it.
If it was Arclight, he would have used it there.
He's going to Soul Shackle, Tome of Torment, a line that's become one of my favorite plays in this game. Oh no.
Seeping?
Well, he goes...
Pitch the Seeping to do the Seeping.
Yeah, but he goes Seeping into Bounding here. So it's for 4? Because Bounding gets +1 and Seeping gives +1. So it's for 4 and no Arcane. Because he pitched the blue for Arcane, so naturally, okay, I'm done doing Arcane. Like, this Seeds of Agony will sit here till the next time you have to pitch a blue. Alright, so Phantasmaclasm shows up and shines in the matchup. Right where it belongs. Blocks for 3. I wanted that card to be so good. It just feels so bad to play.
It just still... The number on it, the curve on that card is just
The curve
insane.
is great. And maybe in Blitz, it's got a place. But in CC, it just feels like Take 9.
Yeah, it just doesn't exactly go with the flavor of the deck.
Dude, he's got a Rift Bind. Don't do it. Just rip through reality here. Got another Seeds in his hand, but can't stack. I don't like the Seeds here. I don't like the Seeds.
Is he just going for the Rift Bind? More powerful?
He's at 1. He has to block anything I do, right? So what do I have? What's in his hand? Is that another Seeping Shadows? I can't either. But I don't think he has anything that costs 0 unless it's a yellow Seeping Shadows. If it's a yellow Seeping Shadows, that into Rift Bind I think is pretty good. Okay, so he's going to get the rest of that pitch. Or he's just going to make the Rift Bind bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's doing that, wasting his stuff.
He's got but Seeping, Tome,
he could,
Seeping Tome, Dimensional.
What's the other color of the card?
He's played 5 non-attack actions this turn.
He could do Grasp of the Arcanite here.
Does he? Oh yeah, he could. I think he wins that.
Unblockable, really.
I think if he.
Oh no, he's got the Tunic counter.
That's true. Yeah,
he can Tunic counter for it.
Good save. Well, that's coming in for 6, and Prism does have some awkward block cards, some auras, like. So it's coming in for 6 and 2. With no go again.
Okay.
So there's the 2. Does have the 6. Probably wanted to keep the Herald of Erudition there.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for him to draw into... Does he have Vexing Malice in this deck? I don't remember.
I don't think
Vexing
so.
Malice?
We will see...
Invert Existence?
I don't think so. We will see 7 Soul Shackles coming off the top here. We'll see 7 cards going into the Bandish Zone. And now it might matter
he counted his deck.
I
if
did.
You noticed. So a lot of times, what you'll see happen is maybe you're not able to keep full track of everything throughout the whole game. But as it gets to the end, you'll start to count your deck and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When I pitch, which card is going to the bottom? Which card am I going to be able to get in my hand?
And which card is coming is going to go in advantage. Gotcha. So now we start to see.
So I think he had a good idea.
Go again here might be a problem. So remember those early turns when I was suggesting pitching the Shadow Averser and having that come around, because when your opponent's at 1, often the move is, I mean, now we did see Shadow Puppetry in his hand, so it's a little less impactful there, but often the move is like 2 damage, 3 damage, 2 damage, 1 damage, like try to throw your opponent off guard, don't let him get any value. Alright, so what do we got here? Oh, and he's got the Sonata Arcade.
Got some non-attacks. We got some arcane damage threatening, some go again. He's got a good mix
and he's got a Riftbind in there. Ugh. Plunder Run, I think, is just a blue pitch card here, because the hit effect doesn't really. I mean, if anything, hit scheme's over. So it doesn't provide any gas. If he plays that, he must really be going for a big Riftbind.
Right. I mean, maybe if he Sonatas into drawing the blue and he has enough pitch anyway.
It's 100%. If you have the pitch to do everything you want anyway, go for it. Doing math. Jason doing math. Carol doing his best. Just hanging on. And this is, again, Chane gets out of control, and we've all sat in Carol's seat and gone, I just don't live, do I? I can only block so much.
Yeah. And you just hope he doesn't have a lot, so then you can. I mean, his deck is low. This is he's got this turn is probably his last huge turn.
By the way, I got a little bit of pushback on the video about talking difficulty to play, and we're seeing why Chane is so difficult to play. We all agree Jason is an amazing player, especially a really good Chane player, and he's got to take his time here. He's got to sequence things correct. He's got to try to figure it out. There's a lot going on.
What was your pushback?
People are saying we're going to pretend like Chane is a hard deck to play. I'm like, to play him well, I understand that you can just vomit your cards on the table in some games and win, and that is easy. But situations like this are a little more difficult. If you mis-sequence something here, the game is over.
I'll say the control matchup, I think, is more difficult for Chane. There's a lot of things to factor in: your pitch order, your sequencing, getting around their snag and stuff like that.
So can we talk about a very interesting line of play here that I really like? He said, Shadow Puppetry, Seeds of Agony. Shadow Puppetry reads the next attack action. So then he followed up with Make Soul Shackle, Nebula Blade. Now this is why I think this is great. He's either got to block with 2 cards, or he has to use Tunic and a card to block, which removes the Tunic counter from the equation when it comes to blocking Arcane. And Seeds of Agony...
Yeah. He could do the Tunic counter now, though.
And
before blocking.
And do what?
Well, just to have one floating.
Oh, you can just make a resource at any moment? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would go away at the end of the turn. Just because it's an instant, because he's not pitching for something. That's why.
Gotcha. Yep.
But
so
he did it for the he did it with the footsteps.
Yes.
Cool.
So now he's got Bounding Demigon coming in for 5. Which is an awkward number and 1 arcane. 5 and 1 arcane here. Is it a springboard somersault in the arsenal? Has he been holding out this entire... Is the discipline just above and beyond? Carol's discipline to hold this springboard somersault in arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to see it? I don't think we are. All right, so there comes the Tunic block is out. Wasn't that 5 damage? It was 2, 3. Oh, it's only 4 because it's yellow. It's only 2.
Okay. Yeah, it's a yellow one.
Right.
Okay. Oh man.
Seeping Shadows, pitch Sonata Arcanix for Riftbind, which is going to be.
Okay, so Riftbind into Bounding.
Yeah. Bound.
Yeah,
that's GG's. Everyone shake hands.
Oh, you like that? You like that bokeh right there? When I do this? Oh, yeah.
Good game. GG. It's a yellow pummel in Arsenal. Okay. All right, guys. So this has been fun. What are your thoughts? Where do you think the game went south?
There was a turn, maybe like turn 3 or something, where Carroll held onto his hand. I feel like he needed more impact on that turn. He needed probably to hit with the judgment or to hit with an irrigation, and he just didn't have that, and it just wasn't impactful enough to really make a difference. So you have to really, if you're playing Prism aggro, it feels like those windows where you hold on to it, you got to make them
100%. I think that, and also I think Arclight Sentinel is a super valuable card in the Chane matchup, just not early, because you stop some damage. However, you don't do anything in response. And that hurts when you stop some damage from Chane. He makes a Soul Shite, but then you don't do anything back. It feels a little awkward.
Yeah, so you probably just that's the one you put in your arsenal and just
it seems
wait it
that
out.
Or Judgment, and it maybe Arclight Sentinel's a little. The problem with Arclight Sentinel is it has to kill them, right? It has to stack up enough blood debt in the Banish Zone where it kills them, where Judgment can more be a tempo play. But anyway, guys, this has been awesome, dude. Welcome back. Welcome back to your channel. Right? No, this is sick.
So this is fun. I'm glad we got to do this. I can't wait to see the video and see how it turns out with this format.
It is. It's going to be cool. And spoiler for you guys, we got some John Wood content coming out this week. Do you want to tease kind of what your next video is going to be on the channel?
Yeah, so I want to do kind of some live deck building.
Tease. Don't tell him. Just tease.
Okay, that's all. That's all.
A little deck building. A little deck building for the audience.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this has been awesome. John, I miss you, bud. I can't wait till you're back in the studio. You've seen the desk has changed. Painting actually gets underway today, so we're gonna lose the goldenrod eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so it's just iconic.
It is. Point. But until next time, guys. My name is Josh, and we will see you all around. Goodbye.